This program is brought to you by Serious Texas Barbecue. We take our meat seriously.
You're watching Durango TV News. I'm Wendy Graham-Settle. Warm temperatures, low humidity, and high winds continue to fan the flames of the 416 fire. The good news? It's headed west into the wilderness, but it continues to produce columns of smoke and smoky mornings in the Animas Valley as firefighters conduct burnout operations to build fire lines to slow the fire to the southwest. Hot conditions and the fire spread are expected to continue to persist as long as it stays dry. To date, the month-long fire has burned 35,000 acres and is about 36% contained. Residences along the north, east, and southeast borders of the fire are protected by fire lines, and all the evacuees from the 2,000 residences and businesses that were evacuated have been allowed to return home. With the Father's Day rains, the San Juan National Forest, the Bureau of Land Management, and the City of Durango decided to reopen lands to entry after closing earlier in the month. Only the La Plata County Commissioners have decided to keep Stage 3 fire restrictions on unincorporated public lands under county jurisdiction.
Implicit to me is if you move from Stage 3 to Stage 2 is that things got better. From a can a fire start perspective, things didn't get better. The county's widespread with not a lot of centralized water sources to fight a fire, and a lot of our county is pinon juniper, not forests. And when the Forest Service, they made a decision to open the forest because they felt they had adequate resources to address a fire should one come up. And I didn't feel that La Plata County was in that same position.
All public lands remain under Stage 2 fire restrictions. While the federal government has spent more than $20 million fighting the 416 fire, local governments also are paying the price. Although it'll be months before final costs are tallied, Westendorf says the cost of fighting the fire on county resources is more than $250,000 to date. County staff in almost every department, from public information to mapping to the sheriff's department, have been working overtime to respond to the fire. The county has declared the fire a disaster, and Colorado Governor John Hickenlooper earlier this spring declared disasters for drought-stricken counties in the state. The disaster designation gives the county opportunities to apply for disaster grants and for businesses to apply for low-interest disaster loans.
We are hoping to be able to access some money from the state to help deal with the reimburse us for emergency costs. We have learned from prior disasters that record keeping of how much overtime is paid, how much money is paid to get food to the emergency operations center that people who are working all day can eat. Those are the kind of things that happen.
In the meantime, fire officials ask for the public's patience. While complete suppression is the ultimate goal, the Federal Firefighting Management Team says the first priority is to keep firefighters safe in terrain that is steep, rugged, and often inaccessible. The fire is not out and will not be out until the arrival of significant moisture. However, the fire is predictable, and no residences are currently under threat. According to the National Weather Service, significant rains are not expected until mid-July. The 416 fire started on June 1st on the west side of U.S. Highway 550. The exact cause is still under investigation. To follow the fire's progress, visit facebook.com/416fire or the La Plata County website at co.laplata.co.us.